Communications.
I'm a plumber and I'm on site for a job, and we're snaking a drain, and we've been pulling back. We probably pulled back about 10 pounds, 15 pounds of it looks like flesh type of stuff, meat, and we don't know what it is.
Sometimes the people we trust most can hide the darkest secrets. In the quiet city of Oshawa, Canada, 2 young women vanished without a trace, only for the horrifying truth to surface months later. This is the chilling story of Rori Hache and Kandis Fitzpatrick and the man who shattered their lives, Adam Strong. The victims. Rori Hache was a bright, outgoing young woman with dreams and ambitions. She was 20 years old when she disappeared. Friends described her as friendly, always smiling, and someone who lit up any room she entered. Kandis Fitzpatrick, a few years older, was known for her warmth and laughter. Like Rori, she had hopes and plans, living a life that seemed ordinary, but would soon be cut tragically short. Both women were last seen in Oshawa, Ontario, but their disappearances initially did not trigger widespread alarms. Their families, desperate for answers, reached out to friends, posted on social media, and reported them missing. Enter Adam Strong. Adam Strong, a 34-year-old man living in Oshawa, seemed to be just another resident. He worked odd jobs and lived alone in a modest apartment. But behind closed doors, Strong harbored a dark obsession with the women he lured into his life. Police investigations later revealed that Strong had meticulously planned his crimes. He wasn't a random killer. He had targeted his victims with calculated precision, exploiting their trust and vulnerability. The disappearances Rori Hache went missing first. It was early 2019 when friends and family noticed she hadn't been heard from for days. Her phone was turned off, and there were no social media updates. For weeks, everyone feared the worst, but clung to hope. Soon after, Kandis Fitzpatrick also vanished. While the disappearances might have seemed coincidental at first, the connections began to emerge. Both women had crossed paths with Adam Strong. He had presented himself as a charming, approachable man, someone they could trust, a facade that hid his sinister intentions. The gruesome discovery. The investigation took a horrifying turn in October 2019 when a plumber was called to Strong's apartment to fix a clogged drain. Instead of water and debris, he discovered human remains.
It was in 2017 when people in the house he was living in complained that they were having trouble with their plumbing. That led to a call to check out the pipes, and in those pipes was eventually found pieces of flesh.
The police were immediately alerted, and a full-scale investigation began. When officers searched Adam Strong's apartment, they uncovered a macabre scene. Human body parts were found hidden throughout his residence, in drains, in boxes, and in other concealed spaces. It became immediately clear that this was not a simple case of murder. It was premeditated, cold, and calculated. The police investigation, Oshawa Police, along with forensic experts, meticulously pieced together the evidence. They discovered that both Rori Hache and Kandis Fitzpatrick had been murdered and dismembered. The methodical way the bodies were concealed suggested a disturbing level of planning and psychological detachment. Investigators also traced the last movements of the victims. Phone records, social media messages, and witness statements all pointed toward Adam Strong as the common link. His calm demeanor and ability to manipulate those around him made the case all the more chilling. Adam Strong's motive. Strong's motive seemed rooted in obsession and control. Reports indicate he was fixated on the women he targeted, and when they resisted or refused him, he responded with deadly force.
I felt right from the get-go that this was a seasoned person that has done this before, because my daughter was tough. She was very tough, and she would not have been an easy catch for anybody to handle, you know what I mean? So I knew he knew what he was doing.
The murders were not crimes of passion or rage. They were calculated, predatory acts designed to satisfy his twisted desires. During the investigation, detectives uncovered items and journals in Strong's apartment that indicated he had planned these crimes in advance, carefully studying his victims and their routines.
You said to the officers, if you're looking for the rest of her, you'll
refrigerator or the freezer. My question to you is the person in that freezer, Rori?
I decline to answer that question. I was told these things go on for like hours. Is that true? It can. It's true.
It was a shocking revelation that someone could plot such atrocities in secret while appearing normal to the outside world. Trial and conviction. Adam Strong was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder.
45-year-old Adam Strong is charged with improper indecent interference with a dead body. Rori's remains were found in an Oshawa basement apartment on December 29th. Strong was arrested inside the home. Rori's mom, Shannon Dion, and her family were in court today.
During the trial, the prosecution laid out the horrifying evidence found in his apartment, as well as the connections between him and the victims.
In their search of Adam Strong's apartment, police had found blood splatter on the bedroom walls and ceiling. They had also discovered sex toys and an air mattress on which they detected blood. An autopsy found semen on Rori's remains, and blood evidence would support the conclusion that Rori was wearing a restraint device at the time of her death.
Testimonies from investigators, forensic experts, and even acquaintances painted a picture of a man who was cold, manipulative, and ruthless. The courtroom proceedings were emotionally charged as family members recounted the devastating loss of their loved ones.
Obviously, she got back to your place at some point. So we obviously ended up with Rori dead.
Apparently.
Well, yeah.
She's definitely deceased.
Yes.
Yes.
And you clearly have said, I disposed of her.
Yes.
After a tense trial, Strong was found guilty of both murders. The court described the crimes as extreme in their depravity and planning, leaving no doubt about the danger Strong posed to society. He was sentenced to life in prison, ensuring he would never harm anyone again.
Now, Adam Strong was convicted last year and sentenced to life in prison on charges of manslaughter and first-degree murder.
Impact on the community. The murders of Rori Hache and Kandis Fitzpatrick shook Oshawa and surrounding communities. Friends and family were left grappling with grief and anger, while local residents struggled to comprehend how such evil could hide in plain sight.
At the news conference today, Kandis Fitzpatrick's father did not want to talk to the media, but the family of Rori Hache did speak about how this was an emotional day for both families.
I'm happy for the family. They have closure now.
Community vigils were held and memorials were established to honor the lives of the young women. The case also served as a stark warning about the dangers of deception and trust, how someone can appear normal and harmless while harboring deadly intentions. Remembering the victims. While the story of Adam Strong is horrific, it's essential to remember Rori Hache and Kandis Fitzpatrick not just as victims, but as young women with dreams, laughter, and lives full of potential. Their families continue to honor their memory, keeping their stories alive through advocacy and awareness. Friends remember Rori as someone who could brighten a room with her smile, and Kandis as a woman whose laughter could lift anyone's spirits. Their lives, though tragically cut short, left an indelible mark on everyone who knew them.
I'm just satisfied that he'll never hurt anybody again. That's all that matters. We can't bring Rori or Kandis back, but we can protect other girls.
Conclusion. The murders committed by Adam Strong are a haunting reminder of the darkness that can exist behind ordinary facades. What began as 2 missing persons cases became a story of calculated violence, manipulation, and loss. Thanks to diligent police work and forensic investigation, justice was served. But the emotional scars left on the families, friends, and the community will never fully heal.
I don't have any words for this guy. I don't have any names to call him. I don't have any words for him. We'll never be the same again because this has slaughtered us all. This has completely slaughtered my entire life, my family.
As we remember Rori Hache and Kandis Fitzpatrick, their story serves as a warning and a call to stay vigilant, protect one another, and honor those whose lives were tragically taken. In the end, while evil can sometimes hide in the shadows, courage, awareness, and justice ensure that the truth can come to light, and those responsible are held accountable. If you found this story gripping, please like this video. Comment your thoughts on how you think justice will unfold, and don't forget to subscribe to Judge Wire for more real-life crime stories like this.